Chandru's dream had come true. He had finally got the magic ticket to the gates of heaven, the glorious green card. He was settled for life now. The son of an ordinary schoolmaster who had never dreamed of riches had not just become rich, he was now also an official resident of America. He was on the top of the world. Gauramma insisted Chandru to visit India, as it's been 6 long years since he had left, and she also wanted to find a bride for him, and Chandru agreed. Girish, Surabhi and Gauramma went to airport to pick Chandru. Vinisha was happy to look after everything at home to welcome Chandru, and Shamanna decided to help her. Gauramma's eyes filled with tears at the first sight of her son after 6 long years. Her heart swelled with pride to see him healthier and altogether more handsome. As soon as they reached home, he saw his mother and sister struggling to open his suitcases. With a sigh, he opened it for them and unpacked everything: the digital camera, cosmetics, perfumes, walnuts, handbags, chiffon saris, the whole lot of goodies that they had been hankering for. Chandru handed over $1,000 notes to Gauramma and said,
Amma, I couldn't do much shopping. Please buy whatever you feel is right.
Gauramma was in 7th heaven. A woman who had struggled all her life to make ends meet was now swimming in a sea of opulence. As soon as word got round that Shamanna's son was in India, marriage proposals began to pour in. One businessman, Krishnappa, had an eye on Chandru for his daughter. When he met Gauramma, he realized that if the greedy Gauramma is lured, then the match is possible. He invited Gauramma and his family to his farmhouse. Krishnappa and his wife Lakshmi flaunted their silverware, gold and diamond jewelry. Their daughter Janki was an ordinary graduate with simple features, but she looked appealing to Gauramma, decked with expensive sari and jewels. Janki was very friendly with Surabhi, which made Gauramma very comfortable. On the way home, Gauramma silently prayed that Chandru would choose Janki. Shamanna left the decision to Chandru, but he doubted if Janki with such a rich background would fit into his middle-class family. A few days later, Krishnappa sent his car to pick up Chandru. Chandru went alone. After some initial talk, Chandru came to the point and said,
I want to be clear about some things. We are from a middle-class family, and as the eldest of the family, I have responsibilities.
Janki was equally forthright. Bluntly, she asked him, Do you plan to settle down in America, or do you mean to return sometime? Chandru responded,
Well, I plan to settle there, but one should be aware that life in America is lonely as against life in India. One can always make friends. You are the only daughter. If you want to come to visit your parents, it may be very expensive.
Janki said quickly, Oh, that should not be a problem. If I can't come, they will visit us. Chandru had seen some of his friends' wives going into depression due to loneliness, particularly in the smaller towns in the US. He wanted a bold girl who could face life and enjoy it there. So he wanted to be absolutely sure, and he wanted the girl he married to know exactly what the situation was. As far as Janki was concerned, she looked satisfactory and was quite clear-headed and outgoing. Chandru gave the green signal to the wedding after some thought.